Good evening to one and all. Welcome you all to the UPSC Prelims analysis series. In that, we are going to analyze the today's prelims current affair questions. Okay, let's get into it. So, first question is: consider the following statement. Okay, consider the following statement. Following countries: Italy, Japan, Nigeria, South Korea, South Africa. Which one of the above countries are frequently mentioned in the media for their low birth rate or aging population or declining population? So there is a key in that question. In that, we could able to see that Nigeria and South Africa, these two countries belongs to African continent. So we all know that the African continent is the developing continent. So a continent or the country which is in developing or in the underdevelopment stage means there will be higher fertility rate. So with this, we could able to eliminate 3 and 5. So the remaining is Italy, Japan, and South Korea. So South Korea, these two, the Japan and South Korea were in news because there has been report that the Japan fertility rate has been declining and it has reached the new high during 2023. Same is the case for the South Korea and same is the case for Italy. So with this, 1, 2, and 4 is the correct option. That is option A. Which one of the following is or correctly matched in terms of equivalent rank in the 3 service of Indian Defence Force? The news. So this question is straight from the current affair. So what current affair that has been in news is the current affair is related to the integrated theatre command, where the government is going to combine all the 3 services into a separate command. So as a result of which, the hierarchy in each forces will get accumulated, or they will get migrated, or they will get merged into single command. As a result of which, the hierarchy of individual command or the individual forces were in use. So let's look into it. So we could able to see that. Okay, brigadier, air commodore, and commander. So it is the brigadier in army is equal to the commander in the navy, but it is not equal to air commodore in the air force. So with this, the first statement is wrong. And then major general, and then as air vice marshal is also wrong. They are not equal. And then thirdly, it is the major, squadron leader, and then lieutenant commander. So these 3 hierarchy are same with regards to the 3 forces. And then lieutenant colonel, and then colonial, and as well as the group captain and the captain. So these 3 hierarchies are not equal in the 3 forces. So fourth statement is also wrong. So answer is option D, 3 only. Consider the following statement regarding the Nari Shakti Vandan Abhiyan. So recently, the Women's Reservation Bill has been passed. So that is the reason why it has appeared in the question has been asked with regards to the bill that has been passed in the Parliament. So the provision will come into effect from the 18th Lok Sabha. So it is not the case. It is the first statement itself wrong, because it will come into effect after delimitation exercise that has been undertaken. For example, the delimitation exercise is going to be undertaken after 2026. So it is not the 18th Lok Sabha, and the statement 1 is wrong. So with this, we could able to eliminate A, B, as well as D. So without reading 2 and 3, we could able to come to a conclusion that the answer C, option C, is the correct statement. 2 and 3. Which of the following statement about exercise Mitra Shakti 2023 are correct? So it is the exercise between it is the exercise between India as well as the Sri Lankan military. So the statement is wrong, and it is commenced in Aund, which is in Pune. The statement is correct. And then joint response, so this exercise is to counter the terrorism as well as the other illegal activities that has been happening in the Indian Ocean. So third statement is correct. And then Indian Air Force also took part in the exercise. So 2, 3 and 4th statement is correct. So the answer is option D. So which of the following is who among the following is the author of Indian Way and the Why Bharat Matters? So the book has been written by our External Affairs Minister Dr. Jaishankar. So that is the reason why, and it has been released recently during 2023 only. That is the reason why this question has been asked, and it has been in news for quite some times. So answer is option D. Consider the following statement: country and the reason for being in the news. So most of the Latin American countries are in economic crisis because of the COVID, as well as the COVID and its lockdown impact, the lockdown impact that it has on its economy. So going by it, Argentina, which is one of the Latin America, is also facing the economic crisis because of the lockdown that has happened because of the COVID. So first statement is correct. Secondly, Sudan is in news because of the conflict between the government as well as the extremist agent. So second statement is correct. Third statement is wrong because Turkey is still a member of NATO and they haven't rescinded the membership of the NATO. And Turkey, this question has been asked because Turkey is opposing the NATO bid of Finland and Sweden, who are willing to join the NATO because of the threat that has been arising from Russia. So answer is B, only 2 pass. So next question is: assumed pipeline is the strategic route for Persian Gulf and the natural gas shipment to Europe. Yes. The assumed pipeline is the strategic route to Persian Gulf and natural gas shipment to Europe, and assumed pipeline connects the Red Sea with Mediterranean Sea. So both the statement is correct, and both statement 1 and statement 2 are correct, and statement 2 is the correct explanation of statement 1. And it has been news because of the Red Sea crisis that has been happening in the Red Sea region because of the warlike situation that has been arising, and it has been news for quite some time. That is the reason why, and it has been asked in the current affairs. Sorry, that has been asked in the prelims 24 question. So India is the member of International Grain Council. Yes, India has been a member of International Grain Council, and country need to be member of International Grain Council for exporting or importing rice and wheat. No, it is not so. So even if a country is not a member of this council, they can able to export or import. So answer is option A, one only, and this has been asked because this year is the 75th year of International Grain Council, which was formed in 1949, and it was renamed to International Wheat Council, which was formed in 1949, and it was renamed to International Grain Council during 1995, and it has been in news. So that is the reason why it has been asked in this year's prelims question. Recently, Venezuela has achieved the rapid economic recovery from the crisis, and it has succeeded in preventing the people from fleeing as well as emigrating to other countries. So it is not so. As I said, most of the Latin American countries are in, and they have been facing the economic crisis. In that, Venezuela is one of the country, and it hasn't been recovered from these crises until now. So going by it, the first statement is wrong. So with this, we could able to come to conclusion that statement 1 is correct. Statement 1 is incorrect, but statement 2 is correct. So let's read it. Venezuela has the world's largest oil reserve. Yes, it is because this statement has been asked because India has emerged as the top buyer of Venezuela oil during the December and January of 2023 and 2024. That is the reason why this statement has also been asked. So statement 2 is correct, statement 1 is wrong. So answer is option D. With reference to Digital India Land Record Modernization Program, consider the following statement. So this news has been asked because this year is the 15th year of National Land Record Modernization Program, which was introduced to digitalize the land record across India, and it is the central sector scheme which has been funded entirely by the central government. So the statement is correct. Under this scheme, the cadastral maps are digitized. Cadastral is nothing but the surveys which will be digitized, and the initiative has been undertaken. It is the Swamitva scheme which has been implemented under this initiative to digitize the rural inhabited land, to provide the ownership right to the rural household owners. So with this, we could able to see that answer is option D. 1, 2, 3 statement are correct. With reference to Pradhan Mantri Surakshit Matritva Abhiyan, consider the following statement. So this scheme is the provides a minimum package of antenatal care service to women in their second and third trimester, and this statement is wrong, and it doesn't provide any post delivery health care in any of the government health facilities. So they will be providing antenatal care during the second and third trimester in designated government health facilities, not any government health facilities. So statement 1 is wrong. And then under the scheme, the private sectors can voluntarily contribute to this initiative. So the option B 2 is correct, and this has been asked because recently a UN report has released. What it has said is that the maternal mortality rate has reduced in India from 384 in 2000 to 103 in 2020. So it is the biggest jump that has happened in the last 2 decades. So that is the reason why this question has been asked in 2024 prelims. With reference to Pradhan Mantri Shram Yogi Mandan Yojana, consider the following statement. So this is the Yojana that has been related to providing pension to the unorganized laborers, and the age limit is between 18 to 40 years. So the statement 1 is wrong. And then, so with this we could able to eliminate A and D. The age specific contribution shall be made by it is the voluntary contribution, and it is the beneficiary, those who are intended to get benefit will be contributing to the scheme, and each subscribers under the scheme shall receive a minimum amount of 3,000 after the 60 years of age, and the family pension is applicable only to the spouse. If the beneficiary, if a particular beneficiary has been died, means the spouse will be getting the family pension. It is not the unmarried daughter. So this statement is wrong. So answer is option B 2 and 3 only. Consider the following statement with regards to the World Toilet Organization. So it is one of the agencies of United Nations. No, it is not one of the agency of United Nations. Secondly, World Toilet Summit and World Toilet Day and World Toilet Colleges are the initiatives of this organization. Yes, this statement is correct. And the main focus is to grant funds to the least developed countries and developing countries. No, their main focus is not to grant funds. Their main focus is to create awareness, to have the healthy sanitation. So statement 3 is also wrong. So answer is option A 2 only. So this has been in news because recently Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs has launched the Clean Toilet Challenge. So where the campaign has been launched to clean the toilet that has been most importantly the public toilet across India. So which one of the following statement truly represent 100 million farmer initiative? So it is the initiative that has been undertaken by World Economic Forum, and this initiative aims to make the food and water system that are net zero carbon and then green. So basically they wanted to make the food and water system more sustainable. So with this we could able to see that option A is the correct statement. Sorry, option D is the correct statement. Sorry. Consider the following airports: Doni Polo Airport, which is in Arunachal Pradesh, and this airport has got a note to fly during the night times. And Kushinagar International Airport has also been in news because this airport also been given a go ahead in the recent times to fly during the night times. And then these two airports will be coming under greenfield projects, and the Vijayawada International Airport is not coming under the greenfield project. So answer is option A 1 and 2 only. So recent statement 1: there is instability and worsening security situation in the Sahel region. So Sahel region is nothing but the central part of the African continent, where certain handful of African countries are present. They have been facing crisis because of the climate change. As a result of which, this climate change crisis is leading to scarcity in the resource, which in turn is leading to extremist activity and then terrorist activity. So there is a conflict between the extremist agent as well as the government in this region. So there is instability and worsening security in the Sahel region. Yes, the statement is correct. And then there have been military takeovers, coups that has been happening. As I said, because of the insecurity, there has been conflict between governments as well as the extremist agents. So both the statements are correct, and statement 2 clearly explains the statement 1. So our answer is option A. So with this, we have come to the current affairs session's conclusion. So thank you.